Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Bodsarup Commune. Today, we're taking a super vibrant, highly customized, and heavily animated trip right back in time. We're going to look at one of the internet's very first social giants. A platform that gave millions of us our first real taste of online identity, way before today's modern social media giants totally took over. So buckle up because we are exploring the rise, the reign, and the incredible resurgence of Hi5.
I want you to take a quick second and just picture the internet you're using right now. It's clean, it's standardized, and let's be totally honest here, it's kind of uniform, right? But before this whole era of minimalist, infinite scrolling feeds, the web was this chaotic, beautiful, and highly personalized place. Think about it. Where did millions of teenagers spend literally hours tinkering with raw code just to build colorful backgrounds and flashing animated glitters for their friends? Where did all that raw digital expression actually live?
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, Origin of Early Social Networks, from a university idea to a global network.
So the story of Hi5 actually kicks off back in 2004 with a computer science undergrad named Ramu Yalamanshi. He was studying at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, and alongside his college buddies, he founded an internet ad agency called SponsorNet New Media. But, it was what came next that really changed internet history. On June 27, 2004, Hi5 officially launched. Now today, it sits under the Meet Group umbrella, but back then, man, it was a brand new frontier for digital connection. And the absolute best part, it was completely free for users to just join and connect with friends all over the globe.
Now, the crucial thing to understand is why Ramu built this in the first place. He looked around the internet in 2004 and realized that the old way of doing things, relying on untargeted static banner ads, was basically obsolete. It just wasn't engaging anymore. He noticed this massive shift in how we behaved online. People wanted to build photo albums, share them, actually talk to each other. They wanted to form groups of friends and stay updated in real time. So Hi5's vision was directly born from this idea of swapping out those cold, static banners for warm, connected photo albums and real, genuine social interaction.
And that vision quickly evolved into something way more visual. Let's move to Section 2, Golden Age of Profile Decoration, the Wild West of web design.
Just look at this massive list of customization options that completely define the Hi5 experience. Users didn't just get a boring blank page. No, they built entirely digital rooms. You had custom background skins that you'd scour the web for. You had embedded music players that would just blast your favorite song the exact second someone clicked on your page. You could drop in YouTube videos, set up slide.com photo slideshows, even play quick flash games right there on your profile. And as the platform exploded, especially when competitors like Facebook started opening up, Hi5 actually teamed up with MySpace and Google to develop Open Social. This lets you plaster an even wider array of third-party widgets all over your personal page. It was basically a chaotic, brilliant symphony of multimedia.
And honestly, nothing illustrates the absolute peak of that era quite like glitter. If you were online in the mid-2000s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Glitters were these moving, animated cartoon graphics, usually sparkling or flashing, that you would share by literally copying and pasting raw HTML code directly into your personal pages and comment boards. It was the ultimate, shining symbol of early Y2K profile decoration. And honestly, it was a total badge of honor if you knew how to tweak the code just right.
With all that freedom, it's no surprise the platform absolutely exploded, bringing us to Section 3, Global and Thai Popularity Base, a worldwide phenomenon.
Now this data from the late 2000s is just wild. Hi5 completely dominated outside the English-speaking world. Like, in February 2007, it was the 37th most popular site in Abu Dhabi alone. But it really found its stronghold in Latin America. We're talking total domination in places like the Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Ecuador, Honduras, Guatemala, and Peru. It hit the top 10 in over 30 different nations, including Portugal and Romania. And over in Asia, well, Thailand became a massive market, ranking 15th globally in usage, sitting right behind Mexico.
Let's zoom in on that Thai market for a second, because the numbers are just staggering. By June 2008, there were 3 million Thai users logging on to Hi5. 3 million! People were jumping on for free to connect their social networks, share files, and form these incredibly specific niche interest groups. It didn't matter if you were a mountain biker looking for local trails or a diehard fan of the anime Death Note, you were finding your community among those 3 million users. Now, what's really interesting about this is exactly who those users were. If we look at the Thai demographics from December 2007, we can see that the youth completely drove this platform. The 18 to 24-year-old demographic was the absolute powerhouse here, making up a massive 42.19% of the user base. And when you break it down by gender, the split was pretty close, but females slightly outnumbered males. So this was a super young, highly active, and heavily engaged demographic really steering the internet culture at the time.
Okay, for the tech-curious folks out there, let's look under the hood. Section 4. Deep Dive Technical Data. What powered the platform?
To keep all of this running, the backend architecture had to be incredibly robust. Hi5 was built on top of Linux servers, and to handle all that massive user data, they utilized a PostgreSQL database. The core platform itself relied heavily on Java tech, making use of JSP or Java Server Pages alongside servlets and the Struts framework, all tied together with JDBC. Basically, this was a heavy-duty, industrial-strength tech stack perfectly designed to handle millions of simultaneous, widget-heavy user sessions without crashing the whole wild west of profile pages.
Because internet trends are cyclical, things always find a way to come back. Let's move to Section 5, the return of the Y2K legend. Nostalgia strikes back.
Fast forward all the way to 2023 in Thailand. Out of nowhere, Hi5 sees this massive resurgence in pop culture. And why? Well, it was sparked entirely by the hit music video for the song That Tong Sound by the artist Young Ohm. That video just perfectly captured the vibrant, chaotic, glitter-filled Y2K aesthetic we've been talking about. And it triggered this huge wave of nostalgia, sending people rushing right back to their memories of coding custom skins and uploading slideshows. It really proves that the cultural footprint of Hi5 was permanently stamped into an entire generation.
Which leaves us with this final thought. We look back at Hi5 with this fond, colorful nostalgia, right? A time of raw digital freedom and totally chaotic design. But today, our feeds are standardized, they're clean, they're minimalist. So I gotta ask, will the minimalist, highly controlled social media platforms we use today ever spark this kind of vibrant retro nostalgia tomorrow? Or was the Hi5 era just this unique digital Wild West that we're simply never going to see again? Take a second to think about your own digital footprint today and ask yourself how history might remember it. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we'll see you next time.